Joga a bunda pra cima. 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 Joga a bunda pra cima.
All right, guys, so welcome back to episode 3 of An American Abroad. Today, what I wanted to talk about was... I just wanted to get cut off by Spanish music from a French taco spot. So what I wanted to talk about today was the importance of establishing yourself while you're abroad. Now, for me, I didn't really understand this concept, and I'm really kind of learning about it now. So I'm just kind of speaking to you guys about my experience being here for, my 12th day being here in France. What I'm realizing now, right, is that it's very, very important for you to establish yourself while you're abroad. So for people who have been kind of living in one place for their entire lives, it's really not a concept that you think about very often. That is to say, like, you want to make yourself feel like you're home, even though you're not particularly where home is. It's important to make yourself feel like you're comfortable, right? And you have the necessities that you have where you are. Bonjour. Bonjour. I got hit with the monsieur. Crazy. There's certain things that we do where we live, right? Which make us really feel like home, right? We have a routine. We have something that we can stick to that kind of gives us like a sense of control over where we are. For myself, right, one of those things is, number one, finding like a friend group, finding people to be sociable with. I was very, very fortunate that you guys literally witnessed me on the first day that I was here trying to be sociable, and it ended up turning into like me meeting a whole entire friend group. One thing you're gonna realize is if you're gonna be traveling abroad, if you're gonna be living abroad, it really pays to be an outgoing person. But at the same time too, right, you don't want to be gullible. You don't want to be an idiot. Bonjour. Say hi. I'm acting like I'm massive, but I'm really not, but it's all good. So just to get right back into what it is that I was saying, it's already going to be kind of difficult because if you're in a country where things are done completely different, you're going to be kind of overwhelmed. Like when I came to France, I realized that, like, bro, everything is different. Sheer culture shock, or the way that people do things differently, the way that people do things dramatically differently, right, will kind of put you in a state of unease. So in order for you to try and counteract this feeling of unease and uncomfortability, you want to try and make yourself feel as comfortable as possible. And how it is that you can do that is by basically doing the things that you used to do at home, but in like a completely different place. Trying to establish yourself here the same way that you were established back home. Okay, so for myself, that was finding a friend group, right? I myself am a super sociable person, so I don't know if I'm that sociable though, but it is what it is. Being alone, right, and not having anybody to really spend time with, even though I don't particularly know them, right, it was really important for me to try and find a group of friends or a group of people that I could be sociable with, that I could interact with. I was really, really fortunate that I was able to capture a genuine experience of me interacting with somebody that I've never seen in my entire life before. And it ended up turning into me knowing an entire friend group of people who consistently come and play volleyball, which is where I'm actually on my way to right now. Merci. I just said merci like an American. I'm pissed. Okay. Okay. The second thing which really helped me to kind of feel like I was at home was by allowing myself to do the things that I used to do at home. Right? There's certain habits that I used to do where I lived. For example, I used to go to the gym really consistently.
Stop the cap.
So for number 2, I had to try and find a gym. So literally I remember on like the 3rd or 4th day that I came here, right? The first 2 days I was kind of like just existing. I was literally like having meals with my host family, and that was it. Things really started to consciously shift for me when I realized that, even though I'm living with a family, right, I have to rely on myself. I have to rely on myself for my food. I have to rely on myself for my entertainment, for my friends, for going out, for everything. So when you kind of take matters into your own hands, number one, it definitely builds character. And then number two, it makes you really just kind of trust in yourself that you can get things done no matter where you are, which is important because I knew that I could get things done no matter where I was back home. But now that I'm in a completely different country and I'm still doing these things that, you know, are much more difficult to do compared to back home, it's kind of instilling a lot of self-trust and self-respect within myself. The third thing, which I'm currently doing right now, is like trying to get to know the lay of the land. This obviously will take some time, especially being in a country you've never been before. Things are not gonna always make sense right off the bat, right? I remember when I first came here to France, I arrived in Paris, and I was in Paris for 2 days with a friend of mine. And when I wasn't with that friend, I was walking through Paris trying to understand and trying to just experience it just by myself. And dude, it was difficult, you know? Like even for somebody who spent 7 or 8 months gaining the language before they completely moved to the country, when I came here, dude, I was just overwhelmed, right? Even though I was competent enough to have conversations and stuff, still just like the sheer culture shock of being in a completely different land, you know what I mean? It rendered me basically useless in conversation to the point where like my first French word that would come out of my mouth, the people would know that I wasn't French, and then they would just speak to me in English, which kind of like is annoying to have to live with when you spent the last, you know, 7, 8 months practicing for these moments. But yeah, so what I would suggest, or what I would say for myself really, because I know I'm going to be doing this again, but with probably another country, is that you want to try and understand the lay of the land. That is to say the culture, that is to say the language, that is to say like the streets that you're walking on. You want to familiarize yourself with the area as best as you possibly can. So that's why like every single day that I have the opportunity, granted it's absolutely gorgeous outside, I walk, right? I walk, try and memorize where it is that I went. Like right now, I'm on my way to the beach. Before I had to use my phone to get here, but now I'm getting here just based off of my memory. So you want to just try and familiarize yourself to the best that you possibly can with the area. So that way you kind of take a lot of the stress off of, oh my God, how am I gonna get there? No, it's it's like muscle memory, just kind of like how it was for me back home if I wanted to go to the gym or if I wanted to go to the grocery store to get something. Step number 4 that I've been doing to kind of make myself feel like at home, even though I'm not particularly at home, is I talk to myself.
What did he say?
When I say I talk to myself, that doesn't mean that I'm literally sitting in a room, an empty room, and I'm just talking out loud. No, it's not like that, I promise. When I say I talk to myself, I mean like I journal. You know what I mean? I keep tabs on myself. I constantly check up on myself. You know what I mean? How it is that I'm doing today? Hey, what is it that you completed, right? What is it that we did today that we're proud of? Is there something that's on your mind? Is there something that's causing some sort of blockages, right? You want to try and get to the root of like, if you're feeling a certain type of way, right? If you're feeling sad, angry, upset, you know what I mean? Stuck, you want to try and get to the bottom of that root via journaling or whatever method is effective for you. For the last one, I would probably say like, just realize that it's gonna take time. Not everything happens right away. I myself, like when I first got here, I was really kind of expecting things to just kind of like go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? Bang, 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 right after each other. Once I realized that, no, wait, things close at a different time. Like for example here, between 12 and 2, everything is closed for lunch. In the United States, that was not the case at all. So there's a lot of things that take a lot of readjusting to, you know what I mean? Because like you won't get things right away. So you just kind of have to give yourself as much time as you possibly can to really just kind of understand the lay of the land. And you don't want to be too difficult on yourself. For myself, one strategy that I'm using is I'm really kind of like celebrating the small victories. I remember when I first came here, because of the culture shock, and because I was like worried for some reason, I wouldn't write down new expressions that I heard people say. So one expression that I would hear a lot is like, je m'en fiche, j'en ai marre. But like, I wouldn't note these expressions down, even though that was something that I would always do if I didn't understand something. It was very, very bizarre.
Hello. Oh, she's the one, Cole.
Hello. So it's actually so cool to see people interact with the camera like that. Hello. Let's go. 3 hellos. Wow, that was like a a synchronized hello. Let's see if I can do another one.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Hello. Hey, let's go. 3 for 3, dude. What a day. What a day. So yeah, like I was saying about the expressions and stuff, right? Like on the 3rd or 4th day, when I made the conscious shift that, yo, like I want to understand what people are saying. I want to have more comprehension ability in conversations with people, right? And I started actually taking an actionable step where like I would note them in my phone and I have like a whole entire list, right? Then like I started to notice some progress. You want to celebrate those small wins to the best of your ability. You know what I mean? Like for example, like when I was in a conversation with somebody and I heard them say, "Je m'en fiche, j'en ai marre," right? It's like, oh, I get what that means. I get what that means. It's not something that's like super difficult to comprehend now. It's not something that I gotta employ the smile and wave for. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I can understand it because I put the conscious effort in to actually understand. Yo. People here are so fire, bro. Let's get it. Let's get it. I mean, except for those 3 bad old ladies, those 3 old baddies that didn't hit me back with the bonjour. That shit broke my heart still. While you're abroad, like you gotta be your own man. So you gotta be your own homie. Try your best to uplift yourself in an environment where it's very easily capable to get down. When you're abroad, really, like, you got the language going against you, you got the culture going against you, or so you think, rather, but that's not actually how it is in my opinion. So, you know what I mean? You gotta be your own, you gotta get your own back. You gotta have your own back. You gotta basically be your homie, you know what I'm saying? And one way to uplift the homies is by, you know what I mean, complimenting them, saying, hey, yo, good job. I'm proud of you today that you understood this conversation. I'm proud of you today that you didn't say, j'ai pas compris, like multiple times. You know what I mean? How you guys doing? Oh, bonjour. I thought they spoke English, I'm bugging.
Welcome to our new video, guys. So another new day in the beach with friends. So let's show you today the boys how they play, and subscribe and share the channel.
This is not
Mr.
my channel. This is your channel.
I am the assistant.
No, he's the CEO and I'm the janitor. Vas-y Max, montre-nous le danse. Oh my. Yo, I do not condone this behavior. Relance.
Ah, très bien. Attention.
Madame et messieurs, on est ici avec Max.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes, sir, dude. You know I had to bust out this too.
Dancing.
Jesus Christ.
Vas-y. Oh bella, ciao.
You know what I'm saying? We out here, you know what I'm saying? Easy money, you know what I'm saying? All day.
Don't faire qui viennent du nord.
Ouais. J'arrive.
Hey yo, this one's for you. You know I'm thinking about you.
Ouais. Just like this.
Arabic songs for your boy. Let's get it. عيني قدام عيني بطل اللي حلمت بيه ده اليوم اللي انا مستنيه عشان اقول وياه Yeah! Woo! Cheers! Cheers! Hey!
C'est parti. Je saute. Ah, caméra, c'est bon là. Vas-y. Vas-y.
Allez, 2.
Vas-y.
4, voilà, 4, 4. Nickel.
Amir تزيوكا أميرة ما استطاع شيخة ورترجيك شكلنا لا
شكا
Je suis pas très bon dans ça. Non, tu es super. Ouais, je sais. Bouge pas ton col. Bouge pas ton col. C'est moyen.
Moi je sais pas
Il la jette dedans.
Imagine
Allez, Didi, c'est maintenant. Quel homme.
Mathias, vas-y.
Fais-moi tes bras, fais ça. Comme ça, Mathias. Voilà.
C'est quoi cette petite marche?
Pas de bêtises, là.
1, 2, 3. Attends, doucement. Prêt?
12. Très douce. Très 2.
Ouais.
C'est toi.
1, 2, 3.
Ouais, c'est parfait. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back So I just wanted to give my closing thoughts on the video before I ended it. I just wanted to say shout out to every single person who is in that video. Merci à tous. C'était un grand plaisir de vous rencontrer, je pense, je crois. Et merci mille fois à Beach Apéro Volleyball. Mais franchement, ça me fait un grand plaisir de vous rencontrer. Donc, merci again. Merci encore. C'est ça. For all my American friends out there, what I basically just said was thank you a million times to the Facebook group of those people that I was with at the beach, the volleyball group. They've been so kind to me. They've basically taken me in like I've known them for their entire lives. Shared many laughs with these people, many memories already. So for in my heart, it's like they're already my homies. You know what I mean? Like I take a bullet for one of them, for all of them. Sorry. So yeah. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this vlog today. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. Thank you guys so much for the likes, for the comments, for the new subscriptions. Seriously, guys, we're building a community, man, and it's only gonna get bigger and bigger. And I genuinely can't wait till like one day I can go around the world and just meet people from this community that we're building here. You know what I mean? Because it's literally my dream to build something to build this global community without borders, right? Without language borders, without physical borders, right? We can host each other whenever we want. We can go to each other's places whenever we want. We go to each other's countries, come to each other's countries, whatever it is that it may be, man. I'm trying to build this global community. So by liking, by sharing, by subscribing, by commenting, you guys are helping me build this future out, not just for me, but for the rest of the world. So thank you guys very, very much. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video today. I wanna say peace and love to every single person who's watching this video. I'll see you guys on part 4 of An American Abroad. Peace.
Damn.